Yo, what is going on, people? Welcome to Throwdown, episode 347. I'm your host, Tony Polanco, and tonight I'm joined by Emilio Lopez,
Sup, people? How's it going?
Chris Seeley,
Hey, what's up, everyone?
Carlos Romero,
Yo.
Adam Vale,
What up?
Brett Murdoch, and Brian Majoma.
Your boy Jason is back at it again.
What's going on? We got the whole crew tonight, man.
Yo,
Hey,
man.
what about Freddie?
Yeah. Where's Freddie? Yeah. So I'm just gonna say this right now, off the top of the show, people. Not a lot happened this week, so we're gonna fuck around a lot on this episode. Just saying, like, if things go off the rails, I don't care. You know, we got to entertain you.
We'll start talking about eggs and ketchup.
Yeah,
now it's nasty.
Yeah. No, we should get. You know what? We're gonna start the show off with a PSA from Carlos, man.
Oh, the same PSA.
Yeah, the same thing you told us, man. Chick-fil-A.
All right, people. So make sure Chick-fil-A is one of the best fast food establishments in America, probably the world. They have great service. They're not open on Sundays for some dumb reason. We know what the reason is, but it's anyways.
Jesus.
Yeah, he doesn't wear socks.
You know my man don't wear no socks. You know.
Chick-fil-A is an amazing establishment. The food is amazing. I prefer the spicy deluxe combo with Chick-fil-A sauce. Maybe get the what's it called? The sriracha sauce. I think they have one of those too. Anyways, eating it fresh is amazing. Eating it after 2.5 hours ish. Worst idea. You can't reheat those sandwiches either because they got lettuce, it's got tomatoes, it's like it gets all nasty and stuff. So I'm like, all right, it's not too far away from when I first got it. So I ate it. It tasted nasty. The fries tasted nasty, and it did a number on my stomach. So just a PSA to people: just be careful after your Chick-fil-A lasts for more than 2.5 hours. Since its inception, just be careful.
Yeah, man, that's
Chick-fil-A poisons their food, so watch out.
Yeah, and that Brett was telling us, like, after half an hour, like, if it was a restaurant, they're legally supposed to throw it out and shit.
Yeah, I mean, the chances of you getting sick off 2-hour food are very, very small, but they're still very, very real, so.
Well, it's got to be the type of food, because, I mean, we've all been to pizzerias where they have all those pies out there, and sometimes not all of it sells. Not all the stuff with mushrooms and anchovies and all that shit. And it sits there. It's been there for a while, and they still sell that shit.
Ew. Yeah, but it's under a heat lamp, though,
It's weird, like,
still,
food goes bad faster than you think, and then in easier conditions, like, I've worked way too many fast food jobs, pretty much all of them. But, like, you'd think that if you made bacon in the morning, right, and kept it in a heated drawer all day, that by 5 o'clock it would still be safe to eat. Turns out, no, nuh-uh, not by a wide margin. You got to throw that shit out after like 3 hours.
So there you go, people. Watch what you eat.
Here's the other thing, though. I need to say this: the chance of him getting sick off of food after 2 hours raises exponentially when you realize that they probably have terrible handling practices.
Ooh.
So, like, if they touch something and then touch the sandwich, yeah, then it could take 2 hours to fucking something to go wrong on it. So, like, the bacteria had to be introduced from somewhere. So it was either still in the sandwich after they cooked it, or somebody handled it wrong, and
No, and that's a good point, because, like, sometimes when you go to places and shit, like, for example, like, if you go to Popeyes, right, like, sometimes their chicken is better than others. You could tell that kind of wacky chicken, that's the shit they just kept under the heat lamp for hours,
That rubber.
Yeah.
Well, that's why we can't eat that street meat. You got to be careful. I remember whenever I would go to one of those street meat carts and they have all the shish kebabs. We talked about last week. Sometimes they have a pile, and then when they go and like, oh, hey, what's your and they grab one from the bottom, like, no, I'll take it from the top. I don't know how long that shit's been in the bottom of that pile. I'll take the ones that you just put off and you put on top and you're ready to serve. Take that one.
Yeah, that shit is crazy. Anyway, let's get into some gaming stuff. Again, not a lot happened this week. Like, this is probably the biggest thing that happened, which is pretty sad because I still maintain this is all bullshit, We got to talk about Blue Box again.
Uh-oh.
So their app was supposed to launch 2 days ago, and it just didn't work. You could download it, right? You could install it, all that shit didn't run. Issuing apologies.
It just says come back soon or whatever.
Come back soon,
like it did when you run it when they had their their preload. You're like, you could preload it.
Yeah. Yeah, then Manny sent us a video of this guy who was live streaming. This shit didn't happen. He
No,
was
the guy was streaming for like 4 hours, just trying every single way, left, right, and crooked to try to activate the stupid app, and it wasn't even working.
Yeah. So as of right now, Thursday, 10:56 p.m. Eastern, app is still not working. And they issued a post 4 hours ago here. It goes, we asked everyone to calmly wait for the patch. We understand your frustration. We are 100% real, and we are working on a passionate game we believe in. This is what happened. Then they explain it. We dealt with multiple engine issues that occurred last minute after we spotted a graphical glitch. For that, we wanted to do a quick update. We are almost there as most of the testing is complete. We would like to thank you again for your patience and apologize for the inconvenience.
Oh, come on. Number one, they're like a graphical glitch. A graphical glitch doesn't
fucking app.
It's a fucking app. Well, here's the thing. What it is for those of you who don't know what this is it's a real-time sort of a trailer playing thing, right? The best way I can explain this to you is if maybe I think around Killzone 2 time, right? There was this bullet trailer that they had done for the that was a TV spot, and what you could do is you could actually download the bullet trailer, and you could actually run it real time, and it zooms in, it has audio commentary, it does all kinds of stuff, and you can move all the angles and all that stuff. So that's sort of what this thing is sort of to show, as opposed to showing the game supposedly just running in a trailer. They want to show you running in a trailer in real time.
Yeah,
that's what they're trying to do. But at the same time, it's like this: if there's a they say there was a last minute graphical glitch. Number one, that doesn't stop you from launching an app. You had some sort of issue, and you also had all this time to look to see if this thing was running. You even delayed the stupid app. Delayed the pre-order of the app before. This company has time and time again proven that
people
they
had
cannot
to pay for this app.
No,
you just said pre-order. That's
it's a free app.
It's a free app, but they say you can preload it, which is the dumbest thing ever. Why would you want to fucking preload a goddamn app? It does, just download it and it does what it does. But they have this, this delivery service, which essentially runs, as they add new trailers and supposed things, it supposedly runs it live on your console. I don't know what else it can do, but that's what it supposedly does. But at the same time, it's like these guys, time and time again, if you look into these guys, supposedly, they have had a flagrant issues on trying to deliver a legitimate product and a finished product and anything on time. They've gone through this. Abandon is not the first time that they've attempted to put out a survival horror game. There was this was on this. There was a Kickstarter that was attached to these guys. There was supposedly a Steam greenlight. There's all of this stuff. If you look out on YouTube, there's a couple of guys that have done deep dives into whatever these guys have done. But again, twice in a row that they've proven that they've been overwhelmed and they're not able to do it. So then stop it. Why are you, number one? Why are we playing this stupid? Hey, we're not a Kojima game. Are we a Kojima game? Bullshit. Again, show us something. If they needed to do this stupid thing, why didn't they just release the goddamn trailer?
Yeah, they could do that. Yeah, why not?
Just release the trailer, figure out what the fuck is wrong with the engine, and then be like, okay, yeah, and you can watch this in real time.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. They could have released a trailer, like, hey, sorry guys, here's just a trailer. We'll have the playable demo for you later. Whatever the hell is going to be called, a playable trailer, PT. Yeah. So yeah, it's this whole thing's just a mess, man. At this point, I've abandoned caring about this thing.
To be honest,
you know?
to be honest, I don't think anybody should be giving these guys any sort of fucking attention. Don't follow them. Don't retweet them. Don't do shit. Just let them.
Don't do
let them
podcast segments on them.
Don't do podcast sections on them, and
Stop
don't make
right
don't make featured images about them either.
You know?
No, so you know, here's the thing. The sad thing about this is that the more people talk about it, the more attention they give. They have about 60K people following them. For what? Like
For nothing. Well, you know why?
What do you guys? What do you guys? I mean, neither one of the two things. They want to see a car crash.
Mm-hmm.
Which is most likely what's going to happen, or you're gonna, or the stupid bullshit Kojima shit that they played on themselves.
They did, and that's why initially, right? Initially, I was like, I was on their side, and I'll explain why. Right? I was like, okay, you guys are making things up and putting it on this game, but the more I dug, I'm like, oh wait, they did this shit. They were propagating that nonsense. Right? Mm-hmm. So I have no sympathy for them now. Absolutely none. Obviously, I don't condone whatever, and I hate to say this, I don't condone whatever threats they're going to get when this doesn't turn out to be what it is, but they did this shit on themselves, and it's clear that this is a studio, and I've said this before, this is a studio way in over the head. Way in over the head.
And the funny thing is that, like, even on the Steam page, they said there was some person, they were like, I don't know where they all of a sudden the person who was, you know, writing on the Steam
Hassan?
page. Yeah, he's like, we are in no way, even back then he was saying we are in no way connected with Kojima or Silent Hill. What? Who asked you?
Yeah, you were the fans that were crazy.
No, this was beforehand. This was before this abandoned game was another game.
Yeah.
They've had these two other games that were all not doing anything. So I don't know.
These things are so weird.
It's stupid. It's dumb, and it's not going to go anywhere.
And let's just be honest, because there's no gaming news, this thing's just picking up steam.
Yeah, and this bullshit, garbage fire of whatever this is making headlines.
Yeah,
you know how, like Tony said on his Twitter, how about we promote a game that actually is doing something? What was the name of that game?
Oh God, it was like Terror or something. Yeah, like
the survival horror game, which literally looked like Resident Evil.
I'm like, dude, give me that shit. Why don't we pay attention to that? The game's real. It's coming to Steam. You can play a demo of it right now, right? Yeah. Why don't we focus? So my point is, like, why don't we focus on actual games other than this shit? But you know why? Because there's not a lot going on right now. You know, so shit like this.
Why people are getting all up in arms about this to begin with? Like, I understand that people are like, "Oh, it reminds them of PT." Like, what is the clear?
The thing about it is, it doesn't remind you of PT at all. They just show you a forest and a gun, and then some people are talking, and that's about it. There's nothing PT about that shit.
So where are people making this link?
Let's go back, because we got to explain this whole thing now. May as well. We got time tonight. You know, Manny, you're the scholar of this. So how did all this nonsense start?
Well, to be honest, a lot of it just started as, from there's that initial trailer that showed up, and then the whole Jeff Keighley sort of ooh, and then kind of making a little bit of a sideways thing on that. And then all of a sudden started the whole rumors of that this thing was Silent Hill related. And then these guys, as this sort of happened, people started seeing looking into them and seeing all this weird incongruity between them. And that they think, oh, okay, now this is, it's sort of a fake, they think it's like, an AR deal. But the problem is like the biggest issue with all this is that what makes it seem fake is how mysterious this guy, whatever the fuck his name is, it is. He has no prior history. They say at some point there was 10 people working on the game, but on their original website there was nobody on there. It has pictures of people, but they're just stock images of people. So obviously to people out there, it looks like it's some sort of funky AR game that we're playing. But nobody, if this is a Sony thing, how come nobody at Sony is saying anything?
Yeah.
You know, how come they're not saying, "Oh, no, these guys are legitimate" or whatever that? So that's why. And again, these guys have had some sort of connection with Sony for years, like going back to like 2014.
But they don't even
They've
have
been
any games, do they?
They haven't had any games. That dude is whatever the fuck his name is like a verified developer. Verified for what? What did he have? Like, you know, like what did he do?
Yeah.
You know, he doesn't. He has no prior history unless he's using a pseudonym. There's nothing. That's what's mysterious about this whole bullshit.
Yeah,
because
Hassan.
because it seems like it's fake, and then obviously people thought, okay, they see the forest, and then they're playing their game where they're like, oh, you know, the name of our thing is called S and H.
Yeah, so the people heard that SNH, oh shit, Silent Hill. Because
Silent Hill.
Okay, here's the thing, because this is what's been going on. So rumors about a new Silent Hill have been just percolating for years, right? Then these guys come out and say, hey, our game is SH. They start seeing some of the weird shit going on in the background. Then people of their own volition start making these connections. And then other weird stuff, like if you translate this dude's last name, it's Kojima. So people are like, oh shit, you know, like all this crazy stuff. Like Brad, I'll send you videos like an hour deep dive into this shit. So it just
Is that the
levels,
thing? Is that
levels,
the one?
and levels and levels.
Is that
and
the
levels,
one that I sent you?
know?
Is that the one I sent
Yeah, the one you sent us a long time ago.
Yeah.
So it's a combination of people injecting things in there that weren't in there, and then the studio playing shit up. You know, like not last week, 2 weeks ago, these guys posted an image from the game, blurry image of a guy with an eye patch. That's fucking deliberate what they're doing. You know, how many giving characters don't you know with an eye patch with short cropped hair like that? Come on now, you know, like you guys know what you're doing here. You know, it's fucking crazy. And again, if we actually had real news going on, this thing would have been bypassed. Nobody would be talking about this shit. You know. Yeah, so, and obviously we said this longer. None of us on this show believe there's any connection with Kojima or Konami, nothing. You know, we think it's bunk, you know. But some people believe it, you know, and they're still on it. They want to believe, they say. They want to, like Frankie B. Oh, I'm pretty sure he believes it, you know.
Yeah, hip hop gamers bought into the silliness too.
Yeah,
you know?
Colin Moriarty, he bought into it too, you know.
He thinks it's a Kojima thing.
Yeah.
Right?
He says he wants to believe.
I don't want to believe. I want to see. Number one, all this does, if it is a Kojima thing, and this is what I called out originally from Kojima in the first place.
Say something.
Number one, playing this game of being an indie developer. You know, how about you fucking showcase a person who's actually a real indie game developer instead of fucking playing this game? Oh well, I'm this mysterious game developer. Number one. How you're gonna get all these people want to get onto the stupid game trailers? Game Awards stage, and yet in all this, you know, Kojima sneaks in because he knows the man who runs the damn thing. Says, "Oh, hey, let's make believe that this is an indie game." He did the shit twice. Fuck, stop it.
Yeah.
No, I mean it's come on. It's like you know, like again, you could be showcasing indie developers that are actually doing things, you know, amazing things on their own, like those guys that did that top down cyberpunk game. We could be talking about companies like that doing amazing shit like that. Instead, we're talking about some idiots who can't even launch a fucking app.
Tell them how you really feel, man. By the way, the game we were talking about before, Tormented Souls, available to demo right now. And everything too. PlayStation 5, it's there. So
we did a review over at the Coalition.
There you go.
With all kinds of goodies. So check that out.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, go check out Tormented Souls. You know, they're rocking the old survival horror game with the tank controls and all that good shit.
Yeah. Because they win everything. The other game you were referencing was a Glitch Punk or Abandoned or Glitch Punk. Not the other, because there's two Cyberpunk indie games going on right now. The Ascent is the other one.
Ascent is a better one, and that's out.
I still need to get back to the Ascent, man. But the
Glitch Punk that's in early access, and that is a top down.
Yeah,
on PC.
On my PC.
Yeah. You know, I mean, we could be talking about those guys against people who actually have legitimate products that you can actually play, as opposed to these guys who are playing around with some dumbass app that doesn't work.
Yeah, and again, they could easily just release a trailer and that's it. But
Yeah,
you know,
they could literally release the trailer and say, "Hey, the app's not working, but here is the trailer. But the actual game will be even better because the actual live action app will be even better than this. Whatever, just throw it out there. Show people something instead of a bunch of forests, some guy with a gun, some crazy lady talking, and then that's it.
yeah,
It doesn't even look like a really good game either.
no, it doesn't. It looks cheap.
So I have a question.
Uh-oh.
So this thing was supposed to come out at a certain time on was it Wednesday?
Yeah, 3 p.m. on Wednesday. It was supposed to happen.
3 p.m. on Wednesday.
Tuesday or Wednesday, one of those fucking days. But yeah,
One of those days, yeah. It was supposed to launch, and it did. People were able to download it. People were able to launch it, but they got directed into a message saying that to come back or something like that, right?
yeah,
Yeah, that's what it says when you preload it. It does that.
So when the game launched, it was still on that preloaded message.
Yeah, all it would say, because what it does is it updates itself, right? And with that update, it puts some more so it updates itself just like any sort of game. And when they're ready, they update the app, and then it plays whatever this thing is.
Interesting.
And it's supposedly real time, and that's what the whole deal of this silliness is.
Because I saw that stream that you're talking about, Manny, with that guy that spent 4 hours trying to make that shit work.
Yeah, what he was doing was essentially what happened is that he tried it in every single region and language. It didn't work. It said it whatever language it was, and it just kept saying come back. And he would uninstall it and then reinstall it and see or check for updates, and nothing would happen.
Did he unplug his controller and put it on controller 2?
Right.
Yeah, I joked about that on Twitter. I was like, hey, did anybody try the Konami code on this thing? Maybe that'll work.
I think the thing about it is my guess is that once you get this app, because nobody's actually talked about the size of whatever this app is. Once the app is in there, you'll maybe find out what it all is, because people just pull it right off the hard drive and see what's inside. So that's probably the next phase of whatever this is. But again, a graphical glitch caused you to stop to stop your app to not do the thing. How about they didn't say? How come they didn't say that initially? How come you had to wait like 3 days in order for them to figure out? Okay, now we had some sort of graphical glitch.
I don't
know. They're having some sort of technical difficulty. I'm like, what? You decided to fix the damn thing right before the stupid shit's supposed to launch? Come on, guys.
Well, not only that, they looking at their Twitter, when this thing, when they first announced that there was a glitch, it sounded like it's like, oh, we're trying to fix it, it sounded like they almost had it, it's like, yeah, don't worry, guys, it's almost here.
Yeah, that's what they made it sound like. Yeah,
it's a mess, man.
I thought tonight we were gonna have it, man. The way they made it seem.
Oh yeah. It would have been hilarious if it did launch today on the 12th, because today is another thing that happened on this day, which is Kojima related. This is when PT was launched.
Yep.
PT on the 12th of August 2014. So yeah, people were saying that was going to happen. Like, wow, they're delaying it, so they're come out literally a year after PT. 7 years after PT.
Go ahead, Brett.
If everybody was, on board and excited about this, why didn't Kojima say anything?
Mm-hmm.
That's the other thing. He's being mum too. He hasn't said a damn thing.
Well, he's mum because he doesn't need to say anything because it's nothing related to him.
He doesn't need to say anything.
You should see some of the people that are into this stuff. Every time Kojima tweets something, people make that shit into look, this means that it's related.
Oh yeah,
to
everything he
abandon.
tweets now is related to it.
He retweeted my because I just posted a picture from that I drew from years ago, a PT image. He retweeted that, and I got 10 images of that amalgam face that people make now of Kojima with that dude's body.
Oh, Hassan.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I got to go to your threads here just to see what's going on here.
Yeah, there's at least 2 of them on there on that bag image. But yeah, it's so stupid. They're like, oh.
I just don't understand how this studio will ever survive this thing.
I
don't know, man.
If this for them is, if this is them and this is their thing, how many people are working on this thing? I mean, granted, they didn't show any of their developers. They just showed the company that this is making fucking assets for them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, who's working on this thing? Or is it some weird shady shit? Like maybe Hassan has got like Saudi Arabian money, and the reason why he's able to get all this, get in there with Sony is because he just literally flipped them like a shitload of money and said, "All right, I want to develop a game."
Maybe
They had said
maybe
that they are like a small studio, but they are in contact with 7 outsourcing teams.
Yeah, that's right.
But what they do, we don't know. Well, I didn't see what they do, so
Well,
they could be assets or whatnot.
One of the outsourcing teams is a company that makes assets for something like they done a lot of asset work for like The Last of Us and all the bunch of other Sony games. They literally had an interview with the guy who runs the company. He's like, "Yes, we're real people." I'm like, "Yes, we know you're real fucking people. You actually have credits. Who the fuck is that guy?"
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that is one of the theories that's going around. It's like this dude just like independently wealthy, and it's just like, Sony, here's some money. And here's my question to you guys: does Sony have any responsibility to say anything about this? Because it is an exclusive, but it's not developed by them. So, do they have any responsibility in this?
It's a
You would
second
think they
party
would,
thing?
though. It's still exclusive, just like that other damn game that Bethesda owns. That whatever Loop Depth. That's
Deathloop.
exclusive. Deathloop. There you go. That's exclusive to them. They're not producing, but they still promote the shit.
Yeah, but like this is a exclusive. Like Life of Black Tiger's an exclusive. You know what I'm saying? Even though they did promote that too.
Maybe
so
they
yeah.
saw it and said, "Wow, this looks like crap." Nope.
Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah,
what do you guys think? Does Sony have a responsibility to like get in like say something?
I don't know. It's a weird sort because like this version of Sony is really sort of quiet. Like they won't say anything. The only Sony connected thing we saw was Shuhei Yoshida literally retweeted
Yeah, he did.
retweeted the abandoned app and it just put question marks or and that's it. So that's the only acknowledgement anybody from actual inside of Sony of them saying anything, with the
and he's the
exception
indie guy.
with the exception, yeah, and that's Shohei Yoshida is the indie guy, and then again, like the bigger questions is like, okay, from their original demo, right? They did this. They actually did have a playable demo of a survival horror like game, but it was so early, like literally, it was just people walking around in T poses, and that sold Sony on that game
Yeah.
because it's the same fucking game.
By the way, if you go to PlayStation's YouTube channel, type in "Abandoned" right there. There's the trailer for it. So it is Sony is presenting this.
Yeah, well,
know?
yeah, they had that initial little interview on the PlayStation blog. Hey, we're introducing this new
Yeah.
PlayStation exclusive Abandoned. But again, it's like, why are we playing this game? If you're gonna announce something. If this is Kojima bullshit, or if this is if this is some sort of indie studio trying to jump on the coattails, that shit's dangerous.
Yeah, it is because again, this is the world we live in now. If people aren't happy, I'm telling you right now, these guys are going to get threats, man. These guys are going to get threats because there are some people legitimately believe this is Silent Hill. So when they don't get that, forget about it because there's a lot of unhinged motherfuckers out there. So, and again, I don't want that to happen, but it's probably going to happen, unfortunately, and I can't feel sorry for them. I want to, but they called it on themselves, man, So, yeah, but no, this is real. I'm looking at the PlayStation blog right now. April 7th, they did a whole post on this, you know?
Well, there's a reason why this is exclusive to PlayStation.
Yeah, Hassan posted it. Hassan Karaman, which apparently it means Kojima. I don't know.
Right.
Go ahead, Carlos. What's up?
Yeah, I mean there's a reason why this is exclusive to the PlayStation 5, and also PlayStation has to allow this thing to be in their store.
Yeah.
So I mean, I just,
I don't know. Man.
I don't. None of this makes sense on any like even for people who believe on these cooked up theories and stuff. It just doesn't make sense. And I don't understand. Who's is it? Is it just Hassan that's over his head? That's like leading everyone into a freaking what do you call it? The iceberg in the Titanic, or I don't get it, man. It's just hard to analyze because there's just so much obfuscation going on with anything. Yeah. People call this a game. People call this an app.
Well, it is an app. The only thing is, it's an app, but the app is the preview to the game. It's like having an announcement for an announcement. It's the stupidest thing ever. But again, they supposedly want to show you how great their game looks, and so far their game doesn't look amazing. It just looks like a forest, and then the only things we've seen is a bunch of forest shit, and then some guy walking in a house. That's it.
Yeah, and also like that Hassan guy, he gets on, he does videos, like videos of talking about his game, like he has a fan base, like a legit fan base. Not like
I saw it. Yeah. By the way,
like,
Twitter's recommending I follow this guy now. Maybe I should.
Don't follow him.
Who knows?
Yeah,
maybe some rough patches. This thing comes out. It's the best thing since fucking Diablo 1, and everybody loves it. Like,
maybe it'll be butter smeared with butter.
We've seen that. We've seen
more like smeared with doo-doo.
Oh,
that's like, this ain't gonna be anything. This ain't gonna. And then it comes out and it's like, holy shit! Look at this.
Wow, this is the most amazing indie game ever created.
Shovel Knight, for example. I wasn't wowed by that, but man, that took the world by storm. Everybody loves that fucking game.
Well, to be honest, that game,
it was DuckTales.
It runs on what nostalgia. It is what it is. It feels familiar, but yet it's different, and that's that's a different place than these guys are. The Shovel Knight wasn't claiming they're fucking DuckTales. They're not saying they're a Capcom game. These guys literally went out of their way to essentially put out preview images that look almost like the Silent Hill world. Then they literally say shit like, "Hey, our game begins with an S and ends with an H."
Pretty bad.
Look at this dude, Hassan. This guy looks tired, bro.
Well, I mean, he
Chris,
does Kojima follow him?
No. Oh God!
That'd be interesting.
Let's get that connection in there. Why not?
No, the connection is Jeff Keighley. Jeff Keighley follows this guy. Oh yeah, and it proved Jeff Keighley. I think at one point to prove that he's real too. He said, "Hey, here's a thing of him asking me to put him on the Game Awards, and you didn't put him on the Game Awards."
Damn. Yeah. Chris, what's your take on all this, man?
Well, I mean, I agree with Manny. I don't understand. Unless this guy's loaded, maybe some money did exchange hands. Maybe he did grease some wheels and cut Jim Ryan a check, and get promoted. But I mean, Sony also promoted Life of Black Tiger, so you never know. That game is trash, and so I don't understand what the deal with this app is, and I don't understand the deceptive marketing, how that was okay. But we're here, so I mean, and we're only speculating. We'll see what happens when this launches. I mean, it could be like the second vaporware to Star Citizen. So he could just keep kicking this can down the road forever.
Yeah, no, I did tweet that too. I was like, Star Citizen is more of a real game than this thing. This is crazy.
Shout out to Brett, or was it Brian?
I don't know, but I'm going to give both of them a shout out, man, for being great guys,
It was Guadalupe.
I'm just looking at Hassan's Twitter right now. He hasn't posted since August 9th. Okay, so it's a pinned tweet, I believe. Oh, no, it's not. It's just the latest one. Don't be late. Joking. Content will be available until the game releases and beyond. What content, man? What are you talking about?
They're acting like there's an actual game that's being
Look at this
out.
shit. Okay, hold on. I'm backing up right now. So he is tweeting out from the day before the app was supposed to come out. So Blue Box tweets out the real-time experience app patch will be available universally on August 10th. And then Hassan retweets that don't be late. Joking. Content will be available until the game releases and beyond. None of this shit happened. And where's he at? My man's ducking. He's on that island that he's in his profile picture. You know,
we'll see. If we see his account delete or something, then we know he's running for the hills.
Again, another mysteries of this company. This is also they've deleted all of their tweets. You can literally go back in time on the Wayback Machine and literally see, hey, they're announcing these games like back in 2014. So, yeah.
This shit is weird, man. But yeah. And again, just so you saw bored people are that people are just talking about this. And we made a whole fucking segment about it.
Do you think that this whole thing is just like one of those viral, quote unquote, viral marketing ideas?
If it is, Sony's fucking up.
That's what a lot of people think it is.
Sony's fucking up if that's the truth, man.
Well, they think it's another viral marketing campaign where it's like it may not if it's not Kojima, it's something else.
It's bad, Brian. That's what I think. I think it's bad if that's the case. You know, because Sony is like, guys, you really allowing this to happen? You know, again, do they have any responsibility? I think they do, man. At this point, you know, how long is this shit gonna go on? And apparently, these guys, like Manny said, they've been working for PlayStation since 2014. No games.
Yeah, they haven't had any significant releases until back then. Like it's always been they've had a Kickstarter, they've had all these different things. You know, they've been on Steam, and and essentially they transferred the game to somebody else, and then they worked on some new game, and there's supposedly 10 people working on it. It doesn't, again, that's why there's a lack of detail when it comes to the people that are involved. Again, it could just be some shady shit. Hassan could be some sort of son of an Arab prince and had like billions of dollars and just walked in the door and said, "Hey, I want to make a game."
He could have that Arab oil money like Jagon. I'm gonna pay $18,000 for a computer with CUDA cores.
He likes to play with dragons.
For the old school Warzone guys, you already know what that's about, man. The fan zone, oh God. I'm leaving the industry.
I'm leaving industry.
To answer Brian's question, I think it's a little bit of both. I think they're trying to do like this sort of meta, viral kind of technique to advertise the game, but also I think the whole Kojima tie-in, they just stumbled upon it, and they're kind of leaning on it a lot of the times. Like it's like, oh, the eye patch, we're not going to say anything about that. And it's like, and then like people are losing their fucking minds over this thing. And like, I think they addressed it once. I think Hassan did, but I don't know if he said anything since. I don't think it's lost any steam since then. People still believe this shit.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Fucking stupid. We'll give you another update as it happens. I don't think it's going to end anytime soon. Jesus.
You can't. It's funny because I joked about them delaying the app because they already delayed it before. They delayed the pre-loading of the app.
How you going to delay that?
They delayed that thing. So then finally they had that running.
So stupid, man. All right.
It's the larger commentary on developers and independents.
Yeah, stupid. This stupid is what it is.
It's to coincide with the relaunch of She and PlayStation
Home. Yeah, right. Yeah, it's meta, man. Go ahead, bro.
What if the conspiracy theory people are right on this one, and is like a weirdo Kojima troll?
To be honest,
I'm glad you asked that because I think that'll be bad on Kojima if this is a troll.
Why would the thing about it? I think about it is that why try the same trick a third fucking
first
time?
One.
Yeah. This is the third fucking time that he tried to play he was an independent studio. He did it with the Phantom Pain. He did it with PT, and now he's doing it with this whack ass game. Come on, man! Like I called that shit out years ago too. I was like, come on, man, really? we're doing this. We're playing. Supposedly high on his horse guy who could literally walk into any fucking room and say, "I want to be on a stage," and you're gonna play this baby shit. Like, oh, this is it's not really me.
Yeah.
Just announce the shit. If you're gonna make a new game, just announce the shit and stop playing the shit. Stop playing the fucking games.
Yeah, no. If this is like actually what people think it is, this is horrible marketing. You know, terrible. So, yeah. I mean, I don't think it is obviously, but yeah. Bad on everybody involved. You know. Yo, these guys are. Yo, shout out to the people in the chat. They know Jagon, man.
Oh,
They're like he had a butler. He had Alfred as a butler.
Here's another thing. Just to add to Brian's wrinkle, it is Kojima. You know, Kojima is one of the bigger names in the gaming industry. Does he, post Metal Gear Solid? Does he have like? Does he have this in his arsenal? Can he get away with this anymore?
Does he have it in his arsenal gear.
It's like who's gonna give him the leeway? It's like the Metal Gear fans. Like there's Kojima fans. There's like Metal Gear fans that they crossed over. They gave Death Stranding a chance. They probably felt it was okay, but they didn't love it like they love Metal Gear. And it's like I think Kojima is like he's. Sometimes I feel like he thinks he's cooler than he is, and I'm wondering how if people will, follow his thing. If this is true, it's like how they'll accept it or they'll take it. I don't think it's gonna be as good as he thinks it would be.
Yeah, he ain't cool, man. He ain't cool like Itagaki, man. That guy's cool.
Itagaki is pretty cool. He's the guy with the shades, right?
Yeah, Tomonobu Itagaki, man. Always got them shades. Sometimes a sword, Oh, man. All right.
He ain't cooler than Suda 51.
Yeah, Suda 50. That guy's cool. That guy's cool, man. Sugoi! I told you that story, right? Yo, Suda, man. That guy's a character, man. Well, I'll tell the story because, again, we got time. I was at fucking PAX. I forgot what year it was. I think it was 2016. I had an appointment to see Suda 51's new game, and he was there, right? So we had a translator. Translator was really good, by the way. Like it was almost like talking real time. And I was asking him who was some of the inspirations for the game. And he says Violence Jack was one of them. I'm like, man, Violence Jack is fucking awesome. I remember watching when I was a kid. So he got this look on his face, and the translator, he repeated it back, and he's like, Sugoi. So he goes to his other guy, right? And I'm like, what the hell is going on? And then I'm like, I talk, he looks like he's joke yelling at the other guy, right? One of the other developers. I go to the translator, yo, what the hell's going on? He's like, oh, Suda's yelling at him because he's like, how come an American knows Violence Jack and you don't? So when he said Sugoi, he's like, really? That's what Sugoi means. But I was looking, like, Sugoi.
It's like, wow.
Yeah. And him and I were already cool at that point, but then he really warmed up to me after that,
Mm-hmm. Man, you know Violence Jack, man, watching all that shit.
Yeah, because I told him, he was like, yeah, I used to watch that shit when I was a kid,
Yeah,
and he was like,
it was like a few episode OVA.
Yeah, exactly. I got it on DVD now, but it was just funny. It's like, the fucking American knows this shit and you don't, Good time, Suda 51. I got a picture with him somewhere.
It's funny. It's funny about like when you talk about OVAs and stuff like that. You realize what OVAs were, right? They were essentially like they were ploys to sell videotapes, and they specifically went toward the adult market.
Yeah, they did. They were violent,
So they essentially they were never ever meant to be for kids. So like we had this weird sort of false idea that this was what Japanese animation was.
You're right.
It was a lot of it was mostly made for children.
Yeah.
But they had this one section of it which was all mostly adults. Like, because adults have a lot of disposable cash, you can buy some tapes and they have this violent, animation on there.
Yeah. No, you're right about that because, like, I remember. Now we're going old school, but we're old anime right now for a second.
Yeah.
Right. So back in the day, right? Like the anime we got, like in America was pretty much like, I'm talking about like the video stuff, like streamlined pictures. It was the cream of the crop, basically. We got the best shit here. But like Manny said, most of that was OVAs, adult shit, right? So Manny and I and all our friends, we were eating and stuff like, the anime's fucking crazy, you know. And then like when all those kind of ran their course and stuff, because obviously, you know, they were picking the cream of the crop. They started putting out box sets of TV shows, and we were like, what is this? And then we watched them, like the quality isn't as good as the other shit. What happened? Then you find out, yes, TV shows and stuff. And then, you know, Manny, you felt this way too. It's like we missed the fact that, like, hey, we, you know, before we could buy one anime tape and we're good, and we get a whole movie. Now we got to buy a bunch of tapes or series. Like, we don't want to do this shit, you know. So
sometimes you just want to sit down and do a one and done. You don't want to sit down there for like 2 days watching a 25 episode series.
Yeah, 5,000 episodes like fucking
but that's,
One Piece.
That's the world now. That's the world now. Everybody's like, man, go watch my anime on the Netflix and the Crunchyroll.
You know. So shit like Violence Jack. That's not for kids, but we watch that stuff. You know.
By the way, Crunchyroll is now Sony.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Oh, they've sealed that deal. Yeah.
What's up with that? So old Crunchyroll and Funimation, like
yeah, they own both of them.
Damn.
They own both Funimation and Crunchyroll.
That's
so
crazy.
They got anime on lock.
Yeah. They need
Sony.
to buy. Yeah, they need to buy that other the retro. I think Retro Crunch, right? Retro Crunch. That's the good stuff right there.
Retro
you know?
Crunch.
Yeah, but if they buy it, it won't be the good stuff, man.
Oh yeah,
I'd rather them not buy it.
Yeah, is Sony censoring the anime?
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't like them controlling all of it.
Yeah. It's weird that it's every single thing that comes through them is all coming through Sony. It's just a little.
Yeah.
And for some reason, they don't have a subscription service with PlayStation Plus where they can have, you know, these types of, you know, additions with Funimation and Crunchyroll in the future.
Yo, that would be crazy if Sony did something like that. It's like different tiers or versions of PlayStation Plus, and some of them have like, hey, with this tier you get Funimation, with this tier you get, you know, HBO, you know, some shit like that, you know.
Imagine PlayStation Ultimate. It's like $20 a month, and you get PS Now and PS Plus.
That would be crazy.
And Crunchyroll. I would pay for that.
Oh, absolutely, yeah, man. You know,
I mean, they should have fucking done it with a PS View.
Yeah, PS View. What a man! They could have done something with that.
Was that
man.
the TV?
Yeah, the TV. Yeah,
yeah, there's the TV stuff.
Oh, they also had that. Remember, they had that other application. What was called Crackle. It was the
I
free.
remember Crackle.
It was the free streaming service that Sony had.
Is that still around?
I don't think so. Either that or Sony sold it.
I don't know. Yeah,
well, you know, with everything else that Sony does, it's just like other than like their AAA games, everything else is fucking half-assed, man.
Crackle is still, but you could still sign up.
I don't think it's Sony anymore, though.
No,
as I remember.
You can watch The Naked Gun 2.5.
What?
And you know, I don't know some of these movies, man. The Spotlight movie is looks like a Chinese movie called Skyfire. So,
I mean, there's a good chance. I mean, there is a possibility.
China probably bought this shit.
They probably bought it, like a bunch of other things they bought.
You know, yeah, they got Benson.
Oh, remember that?
Yeah, Clock Stoppers. What the fuck is it? All right.
So, as an update to Crackle, Sony sold its remaining stake in 2020.
Oh, last year.
So they initially sold it 2019, and then they sold majority stake 2019, and then sold the remaining stake 2020.
Who did they sell it to? Do you find out?
Chicken Soup.
Chicken Soup.
Dig deeper, and you'll find out it's a Chinese company.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Is it Tencent?
Chicken Soup was later bought out by Tencent.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, bro.
Yeah, probably Tencent.
Jesus, China. All right.
You realize the one thing about companies that release things in China, that Chinese companies have to own. China has to Chinese government has to own a portion of that company, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it does. Yeah, yeah.
Think about that for a second. Now think about all the companies that have, been censoring certain bits having to do with that specific country. You know, what was it? Blizzard, Activision Blizzard, and a few other ones just sort of kind of said, you know, don't say that stuff. The basketball, what was it? I forgot what company, what basketball team it was that mentioned it too. And then they kind of had the guy apologize, and then, you know, John Cena.
Yeah, don't forget about John Cena,
You know, it's because a lot of these companies are partially owned by the Chinese government. Now that's fucking weird.
Yeah, very disturbing.
Not partially, but they have a portion of it owned by it. Something like that. It's weird.
Just like,
anyway.
Yeah, all right. What's this next thing? Again, you know, not a lot going on. This one is still a report, but we're going to go with it. So apparently we're going to get a remastered trilogy of GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas. But here's the interesting part. Apparently it's going to be running on the Unreal Engine.
Interesting.
That is interesting, because I'm like, because those games ran on whatever engine they had for, you know, the PS2 games. So
They specify which Unreal Engine? I'm assuming 4, but
they just say Unreal Engine. They don't
It just
say
Unreal.
which.
I would say 4.
And Switch.
And
Switch
some,
is
yeah,
listed.
it's apparently coming to Switch. Current
Oh,
gen.
Tony!
Yeah, no, I said Grand Theft Auto 5, bro.
yeah,
Yeah,
GTA 5.
Yeah,
Yeah,
No,
we were specific. Yeah, GTA
Yeah.
5.
yeah.
No, these are older ones. These
Yeah.
were running on old shit. So
Yeah,
These
these
are
No,
are
running
running
on
on
if you check
PS2,
those old tweets, I suppose you said you could get GTA San Andreas to run all day every day, but GTA 5, let me see that shit. You know,
Tony!
and
I
apparently,
played Vice City again.
yeah,
That
and
was fun.
apparently, one the other part of this rumor nestled in there. Apparently, they're also going to do a remake of the first Red Dead Redemption with the current gen, with the current engine.
What? Excuse
That would be
Well,
crazy.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Well, that I'm sure that's
They
done.
have
I-
most of that. They have most of that area built up already.
Yeah.
They do.
Yo.
They do. Yeah.
How
Bring
about they
back
make
the
a remake?
zombies.
How about they make a remake of Red Dead Revolver?
Oh.
Yeah. I don't-
Who?
Yeah. Oh man. So because the thing is, right now the most current remake versions of these games are like the mobile ones, and ain't nobody trying to play those. You know.
They should. You know what they should do? Include the mobile, the same those stories, those mobile stories within
That would be
those
cool.
specific games. Like in other words, you could play Vice City stories
Yeah, Vice City Stories and
As what-
Liberty City
and-
Stories.
and Liberty City stories within those two games too.
That would be cool if they do. I don't know if they are going to do that, but that would be really cool.
So does that mean they're going to get Ray Liotta, or they're going to replace Ray Liotta?
Oh, why?
Oh.
Well, I mean, Rockstar after Vice City said they will never hire any more famous actors
Yeah.
because Ray Liotta was kind of a dick.
Well, remember, they're just shining up the old games. They're not redoing it from the ground up.
I mean,
Yeah, they're remasters, not remakes.
Yeah, so they're going to use the old voices and all that. You know what I mean?
okay. I mean, all right.
Yeah, so it's
I
not
mean,
like a
this-
full-on like Resident Evil 2 type of remake. It's nothing like that. You know?
Interesting.
And one says it's going to be a mix of new and old graphics. I don't know what that means, but that's what it
It's
says.
probably
there.
They're probably-
cutscenes and stuff like that. There's probably certain things they
Yeah.
can't do.
This-
So if it's
yeah.
a mix of two new and old graphics, it probably means that they're not going to be bumping up the cities.
yeah.
You know, they're going to reuse the map and then maybe dress them up nicely with more junk. I
Yeah,
don't know.
I'll read. This is from Kotaku. All right. According to these sources, Rockstar is actively developing remastered versions of Grand Theft Auto 3, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, and Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. All three of these games are being remastered using Unreal Engine and will mix. It will be a mix of "quote unquote" new and old graphics. One source who claims to have seen a snippet of the game in action said that the visuals reminded them of a heavily modded version of a classic GTA title. The UI for the games are being updated too, but will retain the same classic style. No details were shared about gameplay, but Kotaku has been told these remastered titles are trying to stay true to the PS2 era GTA games as much as possible. So you're probably still going to have that weird kind of lock on they had back in those games, you know? I mean, you know, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
The thing is, I
I'm looking forward to at
replayed
least
these
some of
games
them.
so many times. Like, I don't think I need to again, you know?
Yeah.
It depends on what it is. But then you know what? The smack in the face with all this is that damn. Soon we're about to have the Steam Deck, and we'll be able to play all of this shit. You know,
Yeah, you're
there in
right.
our hands. So it's like, do you really give a shit about just you did some remasters? Because we'll be able to run with all the mods, like that guy reported. Oh, it looks like a mods. Well, I'll be able to do that. So
Yeah, and apparently this will come to PC eventually too. It says. So I got to look at the whole article. I don't know if they have a release date for this thing. I don't think they do. Again, right now, just take this all as rumor, but it would be kind of cool to get those because again, game preservation, man. You know, imagine these games in the current engine though. That'd be crazy. You know.
Oh yeah, that should look great.
Yeah.
So it's coming out on every platform?
Yeah, it says it appears the PC and mobile ports might slip to next year as Rockstar focuses on developing the console ports first. So if they're slipping in next year, maybe this is by the end of this year. That's kind of close. While some might have expected Rockstar to space these release out, if not releasing them each as games for retrospective 20 years anniversary, sources told me this isn't the current plan. Instead, it seems all three games are to be released in one collected package that may only be sold digitally. Interesting.
Yeah, that's it. Some people were bitching about that because they're like, "Oh, I want my physical." It's like, well, maybe limited run or somebody if you bitch enough.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's better than fucking what Square Enix is doing with Final Fantasy. You know, selling one each for $11. Excuse me, $12 or $18 each. Come on, guys, what are we doing here? You know. I got them all in my wish list, though.
So we assumed that it might come out this year, but they didn't say anything about it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but the thing is,
I'm
go ahead.
Yeah, I'm intrigued. I mean, I haven't played any of those games since they came out, so it's you know, I actually haven't replayed any of them like more than once. So would be something nice to go back to.
Yeah, like I replayed those games a million times back in the day, you know. But so yeah, you could say I haven't played like the last one since 2015. So yeah, it's been a while. You know, probably a little 2016, still 2006, still messing around. You know, because San Andreas.
Shit.
You know, oh shit, here we go again.
Here we go again.
That should be the meme they put out. You know, like oh shit, here we go again. Then you see all of them. You know, be cool.
You know what's crazy? These like the Final Fantasy games are doing pretty well on the Steam. I don't know if they've come out yet.
They came out. The first three are out right now.
Yeah, first three. Yeah. So they're doing pretty well. So you can just imagine what freaking GTA will do.
Oh, you already know. You're ready. Consoles, Switch, whatever. I'll probably I'll be fucking around with Nintendo fans that day. Like, hey, you guys finally got a Grand Theft Auto, but where's 5? Yo, they're gonna come at me harder than these ponies are today after the tweet I posted. You know?
Yeah. Oh, what happened?
Oh yeah, we could talk about that. We got time. So I drew the ire of the PlayStation community today when I said that turning off the PlayStation 5 is cumbersome. Every one of us in here what is the running joke when we play PlayStation? How do I turn this shit off? Every time we're in a party, we're like, how do we turn this shit off? So they came at your boy. You know? Oh, you're fucking stupid. Man. You don't know how to turn off a console. You're a game reporter. You don't know how to turn off a console. Like, I didn't say I don't know how to turn off. I said it is confusing and cumbersome compared to PS4. PS4, what do? You hold the PS button, you shut the shit off, you're done. This one, you got to press the button, scroll all the way to the right, and it's too fucking much. You know?
You press the PS button, you scroll down, you scroll all the way to the right.
Yeah.
Like then another menu comes up.
And another menu.
That's another menu. Yeah. It's they did it right the last iteration.
It broke. Why fuck with it?
And then the funny thing is, some of these guys were saying, "You're acting like Sony never updated their US before." In the post, I literally said, "I expect this to get better over time." Because it will. You think about this. PlayStation 3, when that thing started, fucking ass. You know, by the end of that generation, it was dope. Then Sony fucked up and redid the whole thing again with PS4. But at the end, it was dope. Then they fucked up again with the PS5. So I'm pretty sure it'll be dope by the end of this generation too.
The stupid thing about it is, like, why didn't they just take whatever was there before?
Yeah.
All the updates they did on the previous one and apply it to the new one.
That's what you would figure.
Paste.
Again, like I know I keep making a joke, but it just seems like every PlayStation console is like playing Mass Effect, right? You know, you got to start all over again, Shepard. You lost all your powers, bro. You got to start all over again. You know, so and that's the thing. You know, again, because the people they just want to make fun, but it's like we have 15 years almost of muscle memory of PlayStation time is going to turn off. Hold the button. That's muscle memory that's embedded in you. You can't just get rid of that shit, you know? And like somebody, I don't know who said it in the chat, but they're 100% right. Most of you guys saying that shit, they don't even own PlayStation 5, you know? Just keep it real here, you know?
Yeah, Fergus Mills said that. I know how that feels like because shout out to Fergus Mills.
Shout out for exactly, bro. You know? So yeah, But so this week I'm about I'll be a pony next week, you know?
I mean, you getting pony?
Yeah. It's like, why?
Pony?
Pero why?
Yeah,
you just
like,
need
what is the incentive, the motivation to change something as simple as just pressing a button to turn things off? Like, why go to the menu, go scroll to the right? I mean, there's a bunch of silly shit. Why hide certain options, like add another friend to your conversation and you have to click more? That should be the first option.
Yeah.
I'm in a group. Click a button. I want to add my friend. Boom. No, you got to scroll down, go to more, go from there, select the option, see another menu. It's a menu into a menu into a menu.
Yeah. So that's all I was saying. This shit is not intuitive, but you know, I'm gonna keep it real right now. Because Sony fans this generation, they're like Xbox fans were last generation, very defensive, right? And I think I get it. They spent $100 on a console that has no new games. They're mad. You know, I get that. You know. Anyway, what were you gonna say, Chris?
I was gonna say there's a lot of UI questionable UI decisions and omissions, like why get rid of folders? Why get rid of the quick menu?
Themes, you know.
Yeah, why get rid of themes? It just it doesn't make any sense. And then like the easiest thing you could do is like allow people to just find their buddies and turn off the system. That should be like front and center. Like why is that hidden away? In like in 3 different actions. It should just be available from the jump in a quick menu. And then like, okay, it's like no folders, but you solved this in the last system.
Yeah.
Like you added this. How do you not have it?
Just imagine the iPhone. You know, it took them forever to get copy and paste. Remember back in the day?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Just imagine the next software iteration on the iPhone 10. They just get rid of copy and paste. You know, it's just in a simple.
With that beta for the OS for the PlayStation, everyone just keeps talking about the SSD support and all that stuff. Is there anything like this included? Did they notice anything about folders or?
They didn't say anything. They didn't say anything about folders, but you can customize some of your menus. They did add some menu customization abilities. So the problem is like, because people got so up in arms about the stupid SSD stuff, nobody listens to all the other legitimate improvements that the damn thing got.
Yeah, and don't even get started on looking at my trophies on PS5, man.
I don't even.
That's also supposedly easier too.
Not now, you know. In the current version, it's so fucking mess.
Whatever the beta is, they've been supposedly improved that. Seeing what trophies and stuff like that.
Has anybody here used the jump cards?
I use it sometimes. Sometimes,
yeah. Well, I'll be honest. I don't know what the hell you just said.
Those cards, the cards that it's like, you can jump from different points.
No.
Things. It's like,
no. I've never used that shit.
I thought you were talking about those.
Yeah, you know why, right? Because there's no PlayStation 5 games. So that's why. You know.
No, but the PS5 updates. That's the update when it says, this is a PS5 version. It's to do that. So next time you select the game, you press down and you'll see the jump cards. So then you should be able to just go to like Call of Duty, a few other ones. I've done it where it's like, you didn't do this mission on this one, or you want to replay this one mission. You seem to like it. You click it, and it'll just throw you right into it.
I used it when I was trying to get the platinum for Ratchet. It's fine. I don't have any issues with that. I just Chris mentioned it. I just wish they had a fucking quick menu.
Yeah, no, they don't.
Like a legitimate quick menu.
Yeah, no, the UI as it currently stands, I obviously will get better, but it's a mess. And anybody who says otherwise is lying, man. Actually, no, what's the saying? No, what they're saying now, they're capping. You know, that's the saying now. You know, but they're lying. They're lying, bro. They're lying. You know, it's a mess, bro. You know, and I say this because I own a fucking PlayStation 5. You know, unlike some of these guys.
Dude, I own 2.
You know,
why are you lying?
Why you lying? You capping, man. Yeah, I got a cap. PlayStation
Tony.
cap. Exclusive PlayStation cap. You know? Yo, I could be such an asshole if I wanted to, but I'm not going to be petty like that, man. I could say some real shit on Twitter, you know, but we're not going to do that, man. We're above that around here on Throwdown.
I mean, you got to practice that proper Twitter etiquette.
That's right. That's right. So I will listen to myself and say what I want to say to you guys privately off air, you know? Because that's how you do it, man. Who was trying to ask me a question?
Yeah, Tony, do you know that there's like a slightly fast way to turn off the PS5? And I say slightly because it's slightly. So instead of going all the way to the right, just go left instead and loop round.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I'm trying it on my PS5 right now.
Yeah.
Is it?
It's like the Earth. You go around.
I already did that. I already tried that to make sure because I'm like, I swear that you can go left instead and loops round. But yeah, it's just slightly faster.
Okay. No, that's good to know. Yeah.
It's funny because I thought you were going to say just press the power button.
I thought you were going to say that too. That's what I thought.
Just unplug it.
Yeah, just unplug it. Unplug it and throw it in the garbage, you know? Yeah, no, I thought he was going to say so. Just press the button, you know?
Press the power button.
So I'll tell you all the steps.
Okay.
So I'm in the main menu.
Oh.
Press the PS button. Press down. Press left. Press power. Press rest mode or turn off. Yeah, so it's a slightly better hack, but I mean, it's still a little bit ass backwards if you ask me.
Yeah, again, why can't you just hold the PS button like before? That's all I'm asking. You know? And watch them bring it back. Yeah, Jim Ryan, man, fucking up. By the way, this other thing I want to sneak in there. So some guys, this is hilarious. Some dudes are out there buying these SSD cards, and they're not even in the update, bro, in the beta. So they can't even use the shit.
They're not following instructions. They're seeing all these reports, and it's not even their fault. You see IGN, look, compatible with the PlayStation. And then they buy it, not understanding that it's not available yet.
Yeah, they don't have the update, you know? It's hilarious, man.
They don't got the beta.
Why does it work?
They got the beta.
You know who it is. The beta boys.
The beta boys, man. Right, we're gonna be the Steam Deck boys soon, man.
Steam Deck boys for life. I have a feeling that Steam Deck boys is like the natural evolution of the Vita gang.
Yeah.
So I watched the Linus one that we were talking about, Carlos.
Oh yeah,
talk about that, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, that was pretty good because he spent over an hour with it, right there, just playing with it, testing out the heat, thermals, all that stuff. It seems like it can run perfectly fine. But some of the cool points is that so in Steam there is a browser. It has its own version of a browser that's in there, but that's cool because you can add links. So let's say any streaming services, Netflix, Peacock, those type of things that are web-based, and then you can have a little card for it within Steam, and the same applies to the Steam OS. So then there you go. If Microsoft supports that browser that's in there, there's your Game Pass. Right there, right off the bat. You won't have to do anything else. You just go to the Xbox with .play, and if it works, and I'm sure Uncle Phil will make sure that browser does work, because right now I think it's just it's Edge, Chrome, Firefox. I'm not sure if Safari works because with the whole issue with Apple. But hey, doesn't matter if they get that one there, that feature to work with that browser. You're set. You won't even have to do the whole Windows thing.
Adam, I don't know if you saw what Danny Pena did. So they sent him the Atari VCS, right? The new Atari console. You know what he did? He installed Chrome and he started playing Xbox Game Pass on the Atari system. And it worked fine. So if you could do that on this shit, it's over.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because that was with Chrome.
Yeah, that's with Chrome,
on it. That's what I'm saying. This is just knowing with the browser that's built within Steam OS.
Yeah.
If somebody was like, I've already talked to a few people like, I'm just going to flush you and put Windows so that way I can get all the other. But if you don't have to do all of that right out the box, you can just set things up the way you want.
Yeah.
Then there's no need to do that. You can do that later on down the road, but You know.
Yeah.
Trying to
No, you're right
limit
though,
the amount.
because that could be the perfect portable Xbox right there, the Steam Deck.
There you go. And then I told you, they got all the groups that do all the emulators. They're working on it to get PS3 to work on there, so that way you play your PS3 ROMs. If
That'd be
you have any of
crazy.
those, play your Wii games on there. That means I could play my Rockstar Table Tennis because the
Yeah.
360 emulator won't work on there, but
Uh-oh.
everything else will. You know, the PSP games. It's gonna be dope.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Is
dope. I'm excited.
can you download that game? Is it backwards compatible?
Download
Table
which one?
tennis, table tennis.
On the Xbox, you can, but
Okay.
it's not in Game Pass.
Gotcha.
That's
That
the
they
thing.
need to
If it was
fix
in
that
Game
shit.
Pass, yeah, that'd be completely
Yeah.
different. But it's not in Game Pass, but it is backward compatible. So
Okay,
you
gotcha.
can purchase it on the console end, but that's the only thing. And that's another one. It's so weird. It's in a weird place because Rockstar worked on it, but then we know the whole thing was more like a test type of thing for the engine and stuff. But then Microsoft paid to have rights to have it, and okay, so then why is it just in limbo land? Because Rockstar has their service, right? That Rockstar Game Service. It's not listed as one of their games. You can play all these other fucking games. You can't play that game. It's like, okay, so you're not really recognizing that you publish this game or you're doing anything with it. And then Microsoft doesn't do anything with it because they say, oh, all our exclusives are all on Game Pass. Well, where's Table Tennis? That's your exclusive somewhat because it did come out later on with the Wii, but the Wii was in its own little realm because remember the whole motion control, and then Microsoft at the time didn't see them as competition. They see Sony as competition.
Yeah.
That's why we see certain games that are just for Xbox on the Switch. So I don't know, man. I'm kind of upset by that, and I don't know who to bitch to. You know, do you bitch at Rockstar like, hey, at least port the other shit? Look at it. We just heard about all these old Grand Theft Auto games that they're bringing over. Just fucking bring over table tennis shit. No one else is doing it till this day. We don't have anything of that quality for table tennis. You got a bunch of phone games where you have a little paddle and you move your finger and you tap, 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 tap. No, I want to see my guy sweat. You know, I want to
Doing
hear
that sweat.
Yeah, I want to hear that techno music as I rally back and forth, starts picking up, boom, 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 boom. And, the crowd going, chanting USA, USA. You get you all hype and shit. I love it.
All right, good stuff, man.
What?
What's up?
Yo, I just imagine myself, the U.S. winning at table tennis, like in the Olympics, is like Jamaica winning the bobsled.
Yeah, no. Yo, did you watch that? That shit is so crazy because they stand so far away from the table. I mean, these guys are like playing handball with this shit. Like, pow, 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 and they're banging and they're running all over the place. It's like an extreme sport.
Extreme.
Oh shit!
Balls of
What
fury.
they do, Ray.
Oh
No, I'm looking
what
at
happened?
somebody just sent me a tweet right now. I got to read this on here. Shit, is there a way I could share?
We got breaking news.
Is this? Yeah, you can do it.
Let me see if I could do this.
Bloop.
You guys see
All
it?
right.
Oh, okay. So okay.
Yeah, I see.
Let's go.
Uh-oh.
All right.
What is this?
Okay, so this guy posted everything Blue Box has announced and never came out.
Yep. There you go.
Wait, what?
All right, so for everyone listening, I'm going to run down this shit. Again, we got time this week, so we're going to go through all this right now, bro. All right, so this is 2015. They announced a horror game called Rewind, delayed the playable teaser for this game because of technical issues. Said it'll have VR, then announced they canceled VR, canceled Kickstarter, said the game development is quote-unquote on halt, and they'll tell us when development continues, said they have a new project, announces that development is resumed, the game was never released, website deleted. So that's for Rewind. 2015 again, announces PC exclusive horror game, The Lost Tape, said they will stream gameplay soon, the game never came out, deleted from IndieB website. Yo, okay. 2017 announces new, and this is all about Blue Box, announces new horror game, The Whisper, coming out June 2017. The game never came out. 2018 announces multiplayer horror game called Unseen Faces. The game never came out. 2019 releases a broken mobile app called Tales of the Six Swords. They stole an anime character art and made it this app's icon. Said an update is coming to this non-working app. Remove the app from the store. 2020 releases a horrible horror game, The Haunting, on Steam in early access. So they actually put something out. Okay.
Yeah, this was the game that I was talking about where the characters were walking around in T poses.
Yeah. The game receives 100% negative reviews. They removed the buy option. Says a big update is coming very soon. Delays the update. The update was never released. They quit developing and gave the game to quote unquote Create Q Interactive to finish it. This fake studio didn't finish development either. And of course, we got 2021. Now, this is a new horror game called Abandoned. Said that the PS5 real-time app will be available August 10th. Said they have technical issues and are working to resolve it ASAP. Delayed this supposed app indefinitely. So,
what do they get out of this?
These people are full of shit.
But it's not like it's one of those, GoFundMe and they're ripping people off.
Yeah.
What are they doing? What's the point?
Well, one of those was a Kickstarter.
Yes.
That was
wow.
That's a giveaway.
This shit is eye-opening, bro. What
I told you, man.
And why is Keeley supporting them? Why is everybody? Why is
anybody supporting them?
Yeah, why is anybody supporting? I don't get it.
They're literally failing upward.
I gotta retweet this shit.
Retweet that shit.
Who's funding this? That's the other thing. This guy has
so I think it's safe to say this shit is not coming. Look at this track record. If this is true, which I believe it is, that's it. This thing's not coming. You know? Wow. Why is Sony... I don't get it, man.
Well, I'll say this: the app is appropriately named because that seems
that's
to be
abandoned.
What these guys do.
They abandoned their games. You know, these guys are shysters, bro. Shysters. You know. All right, forget it. All right, man. Let's end off here on some kind of good news. Gamescom is coming this year.
Oh, is it?
Yep, it's going to be all digital event. You know how that goes. And a couple of things of note here. We got to give a shout out to our boy Paris Lilly, who's going to be hosting this.
What?
So shout out to Paris, and so it's him and Kate Yeager. I don't know who she is, but shout out to her too. You know,
does she drive her Jaeger? That'd be amazing.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. You know, maybe or okay. So it's going to be happening on August 24th at 10 a.m. Pacific. And they're going to have the opening night is going to be Bethesda.
Is he? Are they? Is he going to Europe for this, or are they?
No. It's all digital. It's all digital. Okay. There's no need to go there if it's all digital. You know.
Send my dude to
no, but I believe
to Germany.
Yeah, I believe he's probably going to do what he did for the other show. Probably go to Redmond, and tape it there. He'll
be in the studio.
Yeah, he'll be in the studio for sure. So there's going to be the Bethesda thing at August 29th. That's cool, and then they're going to have a global Xbox community event, Xbox Fan Fest. They're going to be having that going on. And this is for everybody. Very cool. During Gamescom, they're going to have 75% off sale on Xbox.
All right. Sounds good to me.
So get your games, man. Get your games,
all I want to know is that are we getting a Blinks the Cat sequel?
Yeah. After I'll read this last part. After a packed week of news, gameplay videos, connections to friends and developers alike, surely you want to sit back and just play some more games, right? We still got your back during Gamescom. We'll run a digital Xbox Gamescom sale for our fans in Europe. Oh fuck, Brian, this for you then.
Only for Europe? They usually do it for all markets. So whenever they do this.
Well, it is a European event, so yeah.
But they try to get everybody involved, so usually they have the sale everywhere.
All right, Brian, that's a sale for you then. Deflated. No,
don't. No, I have a feeling they'll do it over. They did it last time. It was for everywhere. Yeah. So
everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so it's gonna do it for the news. So let's get into what games we've been playing lately. Adam, you first, as always.
It's a whole lot of shit.
It's too much.
On Switch, let me see. So right for 2 games I've been playing on Switch. The Assassin's Creed Black Flag. That's fun. Been going
great game, man.
Yeah, it's a fun game. I love it, and
that's the great series.
Platform, so it's like, let's play the Pirates game on this shit too, and it's fun. It works. Everything is fine. Another game called Hunt Down, which is this side scroller that reminds me. It's like a throwback cop game shooter. It's weird. It reminds me of this old NES game where you can hide into doorways. I forgot the name of it. I was looking for it before. It's like NES. It was Agent something. Oh, what's that noise? You hear that?
Yeah, what is that? You hear that shit?
Is that the purifier?
Yeah, I think man, you got the purifier back on? Manny's now you're muted.
Nah, he froze.
No. Oh,
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah, yeah.
We hear.
Yeah, the purifier's back.
No, it's not.
I don't know. We hear something.
Yeah.
It sounds actually like we're getting like a mixed transmission.
Yeah, it started happening after you brought that box. Well, okay, yeah, I guess just keep yourself muted for now.
Yeah. So, let's see what else.
Apparently noises are being made.
Yeah, it's that same wind noise, you know.
Just doing that one for PC, the glitch box. I mean glitch punk. Sorry.
Yeah.
You got me thinking about that blue box shit.
Yeah.
Like glitch punk. So that's an interesting one. It's a GTA 2 type game where it's the top down and you fart and do all that stuff. But there's more to it, and I'm doing a review on that. But it's we'll see how that goes. Yeah, it really is. There's a button just to fart. It's just like
wasn't that in the original?
Yeah.
Wasn't that in the original
Yeah.
GTA? You just
Yeah,
make him fart.
Yeah.
Wow. So they're really going with it then.
They're really going with it. They're going all in on it. And so I feel like there's more. I mean, because there was something else that I was just playing on the PlayStation. Oh, there was something else.
You guys were playing Back for Blood?
Yeah, we played Back for Blood. That was fun. So I'm looking forward to playing more of that. But with all of you guys, we got that open beta coming this week. But the ones that I've been playing, those are it. And damn, there was something on. Oh, and Batman Arkham Asylum. I'm playing that on the remake one, the cleaned up version on the PS5, which is just a PS4 version. It is what it is.
What else? That's
You
it?
Adam.
Yeah.
I know Carlos.
Is the Back for Blood beta, is that just on a platform or is it all of them?
And PC, it's on all.
Yeah, it's on PC.
You know,
I got it on PC.
It's on PC. It's going to be on the console that came out today. So I know people can just grab that, right? Because if
Where,
it's an open
on
beta,
Steam?
they can.
Is it on Steam?
Yeah. On
Yeah.
Steam, you can just go on Steam and grab that. You know, and we just signed on before this, since it's also part of the whole closeout with it. I am Negan, man. This is it. Walking Dead.
Oh shit.
The nuke.
This is it. No, stop saying that, man. The nuke wasn't on this one. The nuke is in Fear. I'm telling you.
Fear.
Fear. I'm telling you. Get ready. This
This ain't the plugging part, Adam.
I thought this is the end.
No, we're doing games we've been playing.
Yo,
man.
man, he's like.
All right, so here's another game. I've been playing Superstars, WWE Superstars. I don't know if you can see it because of the brightness, but I've been playing that with my kids. My kids love this game now. So it's like they run in here and they want to play the WWF Superstars. Remember that from the arcade? That was all tag team.
Yeah.
And they really enjoy that one. So we've been playing a lot of that. And we played some more Turtles. We still play that. And that's it.
The Turtles.
And Turtles.
Right. Manny, have you played anything? Oh, you're muted.
Am I muted?
No, you're back now. You're good.
Am I good now?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't been really playing much. I mean, I've been working. I mean, only thing I can really say if we're playing show and tell, I got this model of the bike from Death Stranding, which is I'm not gonna really do an unboxing because it's actually just a model.
Uh-oh.
But I was thinking maybe of sitting down and building the model live.
Yeah, you could do that. Some gunpla, you know.
You have to build it. It's one of those.
Yeah, see, if you guys are interested, let us know. We'll put a little thing on our Twitter.
There you go. Yeah, that'll be cool. All right, so Carlos. Actually, Carlos, our answer is the same, bruh. Actually, no. So yeah, Carlos and I, we played, streamed, and finished Halo 4. My first time playing it. Yeah. We finished it. I liked it. I liked the game, but that music was bugging me, man. It was weak. After the first 3 Halo games, man, that epic ass music. You come to this shit, you're like, I'm like, what the fuck? This shit's looping. I'm like, bruh. One funny thing is like, there's like 8 levels, right? So it's on the second to last level. Carlos and I figured out you could sprint in that game. Didn't know we could sprint. We're playing like the old Halos, you know. And we're like, yo, this is slow as fuck right now.
I was just treating it like it's Halo 3.
Exactly, you know. So yeah, you can sprint.
So wait, Carlos, you never played Halo 4?
Oh no, I did.
He just didn't know you could sprint.
I mean, that's 2012. I mean, that could have been a lifetime ago for me. And
you know,
I'm like, which one had sprint? I don't remember.
Yeah. No, you're right about that. Probably all just start merging with each other. But yeah, I like the graphics. I like the gameplay. I like the story. I liked everything. Just that music was whack. You know, that was the only thing.
It was really bad.
Yeah. Yeah, it was that. Yeah, but we played that. We'll have that up on the YouTube channel next week. I don't know when I'm gonna, but I'll do it like one a day or whatever. And then, so that means the next one will be Halo 5. That's gonna be in September. And
Halo Reach.
Well, because I believe that Halo Infinite will be out in November. If it is October, Reach. So then, I guess we're skipping ODST. You know?
Yeah, ODST is the only. I think that's the shortest one too. So
yeah. Well, maybe we'll see what happens. You know. We'll see what happens. But so yeah, I played that with Carlos. Carlos, did you play anything else besides the Halos?
That's it. But I also want to mention that it kind of sucks. You know, we figured this out yesterday after the Halo 4 stream. But Halo 5 apparently is not on the PC.
No, it's not. It's not on the Master Chief Collection on PC.
It's not on the Master Chief Collection. It's not on anything
PC,
for the PC.
Pass,
so like not even standalone. Yeah, it's on Game Pass, but only for the consoles.
Yeah.
So it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Oh, Brian, did you try it?
No, it's not on PC.
Oh, that's right.
So yeah, I'm gonna have to dust off because I don't have the Xbox Series X. I don't have even the X. I just have the one. So
I got the butter console.
Yeah, I don't have it. So yeah. So but you know, we make sacrifices around here. You know. So I'll be good. What else did I play? I played the Ascent. I played some of that. Cool game. The map was bugging me because the map feature kind of sucks.
You played by yourself?
Oh yeah, played by myself.
See, it's a party game. It's like all the other ones. You get some people and you run around and you strategize. You say, all right, you take the big dude. We're gonna run over here. Grab this gun. Yeah, you got to play with others. You got to all play.
Yeah. So maybe I'll go back to it. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna be playing some more stuff next week, but I can't talk about these things yet. But yeah, I'm just gonna say August 20th, bro. Something happens that day. So
I got a question.
Yeah, what's up?
So, are we playing Back 4 Blood tomorrow, or
yes, we are. So I'll be another one.
Is that going to be something that we'll put on the interwebs?
Not maybe. We will.
We're
gonna stream some Back 4 Blood for you. It's gonna be interesting because Carlos and I are gonna be on PC, and then Adam and I'm guessing Brett are gonna be on PlayStation 5. So this will be interesting.
What shit? Brett's playing skill?
Yeah, man. Brett. Yeah, let's get down, man. Actually, since it's open beta, we can all get on PS5. You know that, right?
Yeah, we can all play it on PS5. Because I was going to say, I still don't understand the whole thing with the cross-play if there's no cross-friends list. Like, how do you find each other? I think it's just to match up with just real people to play, but I don't think there's any way of just tracking. Oh, I have a friend on PC. Let me do.
On my PC?
It's not like we can find each other on the same server. Like, you're going to be on.
Oh, you know what? Since it's open beta, we just get on PS5. Just make it easy. Fuck it.
Yeah.
You know, and then we'll all be confused how to turn the PlayStation off afterwards to get there. You know,
just unplug it. That's it.
Yeah.
And then that's when Brian chimes in. Is like, just go left.
Just go left. All right. So that's for me. Brett, what have you been playing lately, sir?
Last few days I've been playing Fallout some. Still fucking around on Game Pass. There's pretty much everything, man. I'm playing a new video game every day, and then I cycle back around like once every week.
Yeah.
I got too many video games right now. It's a weird problem to have, and it's even weirder to say that right now.
Yeah, you're right about that because like there's nothing out, but you apparently have riches in games, man.
Yeah, I'm happy.
There you go. That's what counts, man. All right, Brian, what about you?
Now you'll be very surprised to hear what I've been playing.
Nothing.
Elite Dangerous.
Exactly. Carlos is right.
Yeah, there you go.
Let's go, man.
I don't play nothing new these days.
Damn.
Yeah, so skip me. My answer is the exact same as last time.
All right, fair enough, man. And Chris, what about you?
I haven't played much. I fired up GTA 5 just to collect some rewards that they were offering.
Nice.
I think they gave out $1 million this month, so I turned it
Whoa.
on. It's like, oh, you got $1 million. Like, all right. And then I looked at my garage. I went, all right, that's great. And I tried to shut it off.
Just like a real
Like-
rich person, right? You just take a look at the car. You're gonna go for a drive? Oh no.
No, I'm just looking at
I
that
just started
car.
looking at him. Did I tell you I own a Model T over there? Did I tell you that? Okay.
I know it's not the same because then I go to my submarine, so I'm like, well, I need this shit more.
You hear yourself? When I go to my submarine.
When I go to my submarine,
Yeah.
you Mr. Fancy over here, you know. Yeah, I'm gonna go to my submarine, then I'll go to my aircraft carrier afterwards. It flies
Wait till
above
they
there.
add that shit.
Yeah, you know they're gonna do that shit. You know.
Freaking the
wait.
bunker. That was the fun one. Just going in the bunker and seeing all the shit there.
I'm
Shit
waiting
is
for
crazy.
the aliens mod.
Yeah, right. Yeah, bring that shit. You know. All right, man. I believe we're done here. Now, Adam, you can plug.
Yeah, we're getting ready because according to AMC, this is it. We're gonna be getting this.
The nuke.
With the nuke. The last season of The Walking Dead starts. It's gonna air for everyone on next week, but for AMC Plus, the Plus, you get it on the 15th. So that's gonna be cool, and then we'll be able to put our coverage, our review of this, and discussion, and get this conversation going for the last season, which I think is going across for 2 years. It might be even longer. It's weird because it's starting now, and then it's going to go through 2022, and I don't know with the spin-off how that connects with it, but this is going to be pretty long.
A lot of I Am Negan. A lot of I Am
Yeah,
Negan.
yeah. So we are excited, and we also got World Beyond coming back for the last season, but there is some tie-in with that and Fear the Walking Dead. So some of the characters, so I predict some characters from World Beyond, since that's a done 2-season deal, and that's it. Some of the characters I think are going to carry over into Fear. They're going to integrate, do something like that. So yeah, definitely go check out I Am Negan over on Spotify, iTunes, and over at YouTube, and of course the Coalition. That's it.
Good shit,
That's the whole
man.
base.
No coalition.
Mr. Emilio, you got anything new?
Not really this time.
Oh, you're cutting out hardcore, man.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, you're good now.
Yeah.
Goodish.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry. Internet. But anyway, yeah, nothing really new, but you can go pick up Skybound X #4, which is out right now.
Good stuff. Chris Ferguson says you're one kid away from just turning on your console to watch Netflix.
Oh man, it's just a Netflix box.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I got a Steam Deck coming. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that.
Yeah. Oh, the wind tunnel started.
Damn,
Yeah.
who turned on the turbine?
Yeah, right. It's going crazy. All right, we're good now. All right, that's gonna do it for us, man. Told you 3 stories, but we still pulled it through, man. Throw down, you know. All right.
I have some.
Yeah, you got something to plug, man.
No. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
gotta have some.
I was about to say maybe we did have something to plug. You never know, man. Go check out our Suicide Squad. Suicide Squad, man. Go check that out.
You go check it, and if you have a Switch, it's on sale for only like $3 or $4.
What game?
Hunt Down. I posted that in the
Hunt-
trailer. Everyone go look it up. You're gonna be like, holy shit, how did I not hear about this? It's super fun and it's cheap. Pick it up.
Good
Hunt
stuff.
Down.
All right, people. Anybody else plug in? All right, man. Follow Throwdown on Twitch and Twitter, and join the Discord where it is always popping. You can find us on any podcast app by searching for Throwdown Show, and you can visit throwdownshow.com to listen to past episodes. If you're watching us on YouTube and you enjoyed what you saw, make sure you hit like, subscribe, and hit the bell, man. Especially make sure you hit like, because that gets us seen. So make sure you don't forget that if you enjoyed this episode. And as always, links to everything down below. Once again, I was your host, Tony Polanco. And tonight, I was joined by Emilio Lopez,
See you next time.
Chris Seeley,
Hey, take care, everyone.
Carlos Romero,
Peace out.
Adam Vale,
Good weekend, everybody.
Brett Murdoch,
It's been real.
and Brian Munjoma.
For the last 10 minutes, I've been trying to land on this damn planet.
Uh-oh. Some problems going on, man. All right, people. We'll see you on Sunday. Later.
Sunday.
Latest.
The whole seat, but you'll only need the end.
Check that trailer out, Tony. Cook that.